It's Cari Palmer, Little Nuggets of Knowing. Good to see you again. Earlier this year, I did the Gateway program with the Monroe Institute. It was a remote program because the Institute was closed, of course, because of COVID. And it was a program, there was 17 of us total in the class, including the 2 instructors. And during this, you do 4 45-minute deep meditations every single day. And then you get back and you report how your meditation went. My meditations, they were deep. There was a couple times I was just floating in space, but we would reconvene and get back together. And some of the people said, oh yeah, my guides came to me and they told me I need to be doing this, or I saw my mom, I saw my departed husband. And I'm like, am I doing it wrong? I mean, you guys are getting all these really cool things and I'm just deep. The thing is, my inspiration comes to me in a completely different way. We all get nudges from the universe, but you gotta pay attention to those nudges. So for instance, I was in my room a couple weeks ago and I had a vision that just came to me. I saw myself making a video saying, "We don't die," the first video that I put out in this series. And I just knew, it's like, I need to go do that right now. So I did that video. Prior to that, a couple of days before that, I had a knowing that I needed to pack up my art studio. I had taken over the dining room in this house. I moved back into this house right before COVID hit, like 4 days. My daughter came back to this house 2 days before COVID because she had surgery, and plus she was here on her spring break from college. So we all get into this house, COVID hits, lockdown, and now I have a dining room set up like an art studio. So I had 9 months of painting and creating, which if I didn't have that, I would have gone crazy during COVID. I got way too much energy. I don't sit down and watch TV. No. So I've just been painting and making jewelry and creating this entire time. So I had this inspiration, time to pack up my art studio. I don't know what that means, right? So it took 2 long days and a lot of boxes, but I packed up my art studio. And then 2 days later, I get the inspiration to make that first video. And now I know I'm going to be spending my time writing and making videos. I'm done painting for now. I have no desire to paint anything else. So your inspiration does come to you, but it's not like somebody banging on your door. You need to quiet your mind. You need to come to a place to where you are present. And when you're present, anything that happened yesterday or 20 years ago is gone. And anything happening later this afternoon or tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Because right here, right now at this moment, this is all there is. And you have no problems right now at this moment. Do you? No, you don't. This is where you stay. And when you stay in presence, you will hear the messages. And the messages come from your higher self. You are so much more than your physical body. Only a part of us is actually inside this physical body. If all of us tried to get in here, we would short circuit these things so fast. It's too powerful. So the higher self of you, the bigger part of you, the part of you that goes out and plays when you're sleeping, it's the part trying to communicate with you, and it's trying it in ways that it'll think you'll listen. But you need to quiet your mind. You need silence. You need to not have some screen going at all times. Having those going, you're just keeping messages away. Silence everything, silence your mind. And I'm not saying sit and meditate for the rest of your life. I meditate, I get my inspiration when I'm walking, when I'm in the forest, when I'm cleaning, when I'm painting. I get inspiration, I get nuggets, I get jolts of information. For instance, before COVID hit, I was living in another location. It was October of last year. I had this feeling that I needed to go buy paint and canvases, lots of it. And I'm like, but why? I don't paint. So I thought, I listened. So I went to the store and I stocked up. Stuff was on sale. I got canvases and paint and brushes thinking I'm going to use them. And I brought it all home and I'm like, what am I going to do with this stuff? I don't paint. That night, I got a message from a friend in Texas saying, check out this cool stuff my mom's doing. I watched the video. It's called pour painting. And I immediately knew that's what I was going to do. So that's when I started playing with it, practicing, learning how to do it. Had a lot of canvases I had to scrape. But that's what came to me. I was there to pour paint, so I didn't need the brushes. So when I did move back into the house in March, I was plenty stocked, because guess what all got sold out in all the stores right after COVID hit? Because people bought craft supplies. They just didn't know what else to do with themselves. So my messages come to me. They have throughout my life, and I just pay attention. So pay attention to your higher self. If you can quiet your mind, sit quietly, or go to the forest, go to the ocean, go somewhere where nature is, and just pay attention. Look at the leaves, look at the trees, look at the flowers, look at the insects. Just be present with nature and be one with all of the universe, and listen to what the universe sends to you, because it's always coming to you. Just sometimes it has to bitch slap you for you to pay attention. Just listen to you. That's it for now. Cari Palmer, Nuggets of Knowing. Catch you next time.